What's up, boys and girls too? Okay, let's continue with where we left yesterday. Just give me a second. Let me settle some stuff. Let's go. Yes, let's go. Okay, so like yesterday we already got the access of the system. Like we left here yesterday, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I didn't touch the machine, so yeah, this is where we left. So what we did was there was a injection here which we could use by uploading the image file by putting the command of the RC in that. And the problem was here there wasn't checking for the double extension, so they was checking only for the one extension, and that was the primary one. They didn't check for the secondary. So when we uploaded the file, if you see over here, it's the PHP. And okay, yeah, now it's PHP. If you see the upload by 10.10.16 dot, actually this should be IP, but it's underscore dot php dot png. So when we hit this file triggered the PHP first, then it went to the PNG, but it didn't stop us from uploading the PHP file because of the code that they have. It's here in the library. They have mentioned, no, this, they have some file validation going on. If you read the upload.php, there's a file validation on JPG, PNG, GIF, and JPEG, sorry. So they was checking for these files, but there is no like check for double extension. So we did the double extension and it was accepting the like image file, regular one. So we uploaded it with double extension, and with that we got the RC, and now we are in the shell and we're progressing further. Let me fix something here. I hope it don't break stuff. Okay, it's not breaking. So this needed to be edited, but I can't. Over here it says Python 3 because Python 2 has been deprecated and it's no longer valid. So because of that we use the Python 2 to get this stable shell. As you can see over here, this is a Python 2 command, or you will see that the code, I guess, but for me it is more like a command where we are just importing pty, and using pty we spawn the bin bash, which could help us perform the stable stuff. So after that we read through these files, which is a check underscore attack. There's a cron tab, there is a user flag which we can't read right now because of restriction. So we need the access of actual user here. Now we will see like what we can do with these files. So this is the file. Sorry. This is a file that we got over here, and it's check attack.php, where they have like I put the comments using the ChatGPT all over the file, and this is the same file open here. So we'll read through like what's going on here. So it's including the external library function for the file validation. Where example, it's checking the IP, then it's get check name. So this is the lib.php, which is required previously and which is required till now. There's this path where the file is getting uploaded. As you can see, define the directory where upload file are stored. I think this says the font is too small, right? If someone is in the chat, please drop a message if it is too small to read. I'll enhance the font a bit. Let's just enhance it. Appearance, font size, it's 15. Let's take it to 18. Maybe 20. Hope this looks good now. I don't know. So we got this, define the path to a log file. I think I have another theme. Let's use this one. Yeah, this looks beautiful. This is a hack the box theme. Gubars, sorry, it's a Golem who created this. You guys can also use if you're using the Obsidian. Okay, so this is the file that we have got in the PHP, and it's define the directory where upload files are stored. Like we uploaded this one, so it's stored in the upload endpoint, and then it's define the path to log file for recording potential attacks. So over here it's recording stuff. Let's see if we get this file, what we can see. There isn't any log here because it didn't find any attack vectors so far, I believe. That must be the reason. And then there's a email recipient for attack notification. If there is any sort of attack, it will send the email to this person. So we can consider this is a username. We can also check using cat/etc/pass PASSWD, and we got all the users. Let's put it somewhere, and we can clear. Okay, we can't clear this. Let's try cat/etc/shadows. DOWS. Sorry, it's a shadow. Okay, we don't have permission, we can't read that, so we will just get the user. Okay, let's get the user. Search, and we got the users. We'll just remove the unnecessary one. There's a no login. All these don't have any login. There's a DOS shutdown sync admin daemon bin. Let's press Control Z. Anything that is weird here. There's a TCP dump going on. There's a mail null and some extra stuff, but we don't need that. Let's clear everything. And we have the two users. One is root and one is Gully. So I guess we have to like tamper with this over here, the file we have in the PHP, to make it work for us. Let's see if there is any file that sudo can run. Sudo -l. Okay, it's asking for the password. And we don't have password. Let's see if we just click the enter. Will it give us something? Nope. We don't have permission to check. That's weird. Then what else we can do? Let's read the further. Email receipt for attack notification it will send here. Assume this is a valid local mirror or alias. There is a message which is empty. This is a header. Check attack.php. If there is any sort of alert, it will alert that person to check this file. Then initialize an array to hold the file name. Okay, so what sort of file name it will hold? This must be holding the file that is getting targeted, or like the wrong file that we have uploaded in the name of attack, and it might log that file if that is malicious. So this array is gonna contain that file name. Understandable. Then scan the upload directory and filter out hidden files or system files where the file is equal to grep anything that matches this, and it's gonna scan the directory, I guess, to match files not starting with dot. Not starting with dot. Not starting with dot. Okay, it's talking about the files that don't start with dot, like this. Let me check. It's not here, but if we go to home and if I do ls-la, you see this file is .z profile, and if we perform the same here, you will see there is a file. This is a file that contains the dot, so it won't check for the file match files not starting with the dot. So if like this file is not starting with the dot, it will gonna check that file. Clear this, collapse this, and then it will iterate each file in the upload directory, where for each it's gonna reset the message for each file. Skip the default like index.html files often used to prevent directory listing. Yes. Then continue, move to the next file in the loop. Okay, split the file name into prefix and an extension. Okay, so it's splitting the file into two, so it can check the IP address and the extension. Validate a file name prefix, expected to be an IP address, right? Because it's taking the IP address when we are uploading. Then it's gonna check the IP address. Must be some sort of another function from the PHP that is gonna perform this check. And if the check fails, the file is flagged as potential attack, like it says. Or if check is 0, echo attack exclamation, and it will log the message into the console. Okay, to do attach file, append the attack information to the log file. put contain the log path and the message. I didn't get that. Append the attack information to the log file. Okay, so it is appending the data into a log file. I got it. So we are talking about this file, attack.log. So it's gonna append there. If it found any malicious attempt, and remove the log file itself. Why this is done is unclear. Possibly a reset mechanism. Okay, so they're trying to reset it. Delete the malicious file synchronizingly using no hop. What is this? Using no hop to prevent blocking. Delete the suspicious file synchronously using no hop to prevent blocking. Okay. To prevent blocking. What is it that blocking this file? Now edge up. This is weird. What the heck is blocking this file? Let's read further. Block the deletion action to the console if run interactively. Hi brother, you're doing active. Yeah, I'm doing the HTV. Actually, that's the only thing I'm doing right now nowadays. Soon I'll be working on maybe let me check on where is that this LetsDefend 2. I have scheduled some videos for the new year related to the challenge, so you might see the challenge video from the LetsDefend, which is blue team kind of a practice. I want to create some good stuff, but the problem is I don't have that much time. I'm actually looking for the editor too who can like help me with this and who actually understand the concepts first, so we can work around and give a better information to the public. Like it is less of information, it is more of a learning how a certain learning curve can make a person progressive. So we are just performing the regular stuff and we're just checking around how like certain person look for the information and try to progress from there. It's not like you can just perform anything out of nowhere. So it's always a connection that we work on. Okay, so I found this one pretty weird. It's executing something with this and stuff is going to dev null, where it's not gonna log anything, but it's able to run /bin remove, and it's removing the folder from the path and the value. And this is the path, and where is the value? No, not this. Value. Where is the value? It must be mentioned up here somewhere. Check name, and this is the value. So it's adding this over here, or like it is adding this over here. I think it is this going here. Okay, so last one is echo this command so that this has performed the action. It's gonna echo that. And the last one is to mail message header, send the notification about the suspicious activity. I don't know how this is going to happen, but Yes, it's gonna work. So now the key thing what I'm able to understand is we are able to execute these two over here. The first one is remove the log file. So we have the power to run the remove, I guess. If I do rm missing operand, okay. And what is no hup? Okay, this is another missing operand. And does this has the admin rights? Let's see. Locate no up. Okay, we can't locate this. It should be in bin bash. No, it shouldn't be in bin bash. It should be in user bin, I guess. So if I check into ls slash user slash bin slash pipe, okay, pipe grep no hub, enter. Okay, it is there. And if I perform, okay, no, not like this. ls hyphen la or Lisa. That's I learned from a German brother. If I run this, so we got some information, and this guy has the permission to run stuff as a root, so we'll be able to like misuse this. So if we check here, how is it running as bin slash remove hyphen f and the further stuff. Interesting. Will it be able to call the root bin bash? But instead of that, what we can do is make it call the RC for us in a root, right? But there is another problem. And that is this. And both of these files are root if you see closely. Let's just copy all the stuff. And we're gonna put it here. Sh paste and remove this. We don't need this because we already know that this exists somewhere. We don't want to locate anything. Let's go up, try this. We can execute this. We don't need any sort of damn these big spaces. We don't need to use any sort of external file or something, or we might be able to make it run some external file that is not the file it's trying to check, I guess. Although it's not opening the file to read the content, but that doesn't mean it's not doing anything to that file. So let's like get the content together. This from the first command, this is the second one, and okay, we got everything here. So can we use this in a way so it can run the RC for us in a way? Or can we edit this file here? For example, let's see how often it is running the file check attack. Let's see, where is it? Cron job time. There we go. So we have what here? Asterisk /3 asterisk space asterisk space asterisk space asterisk. So it's at every 3rd minute. So after every 3 minutes, it's running this at 3rd minute. Like, why do this when you can at 3 minutes? At every 3rd minute. Like every 3 seconds? Can we put like asterisk? No, right? Every 3rd minute. At every 3rd minute, like what is this statement? I'm not getting this time. After every 3rd minute. Yeah, I want to understand this. After every 3rd minute, every 5 minutes, every minute, every hour. Okay, so it is like after 3 minutes, right? Got it. So if we can edit this file, it will help us trigger this. Using this, we'll be able to perform the RC and we'll be able to get the connection which we are trying to get, right? So let's try to perform nano on the file check underscore attack.php. Command not found. Nice. If I do vi, I don't know what sort of editor is there. Okay, we are in, and let's go. Oh shit. I guess we're not able to insert clear warning changing a read-only file. Okay, so we can't change this file, right? So you can only quit from here. Yes. vi, can it perform the sudo vi? And on the file this, enter. And do we need a password to be able to? I guess no. So the read and write permission is only to the root. Okay, we don't have the write permission on the first place. We only have the read permission over here. So we have to make it, instead of try to edit this, we have to make it run with the command itself. So that can help us create a new connection. Let's do this. We will do where is it? And netcat over here. Oh, that's already running on the same port. Yes, it should be able to create a new connection here. So let's write what we have able to understand so far. So there is this line in the file. Which file is it? In check attack PHP file, where it's executing the remove command, and I think I have something ready to remove in the system. Do I? Okay, we don't have. So instead of this, we will do this remove command. Let's see if brother has made any changes to the bold. No, it's still bending with the colors. This needed to be bold, to be exact, with the like different color. For example, it can be purple, I guess, which will look different on the first place. And if we do italic, nope, this is not working as it should be. So I have to perform this. And the comma, and the other one is OTHER one is, where is it? No hop. Like this binary seems suspicious for some reason. Like you don't want to say what it's actually trying you to make to say, right? No hop means if you know, you know. So let's see what we can do. We are in the file, we have the no hop permission. Can we perform the exec? I guess yes. Like we are executing the action itself, right? Hmm. What should we do? I'm not able to understand this. Like we know this line is what's making things go burr, but how? PHP spaced. Should I create another file from where it is calling, like the path and the values, right? So the path is going to be this place. So let's try what we can understand. Let's try to fulfill the condition. And the idea and condition, fulfill the condition where it's reading the file from dollar path and dollar value. So how this is going to work is, it seems the path, that's going to be the file name, and the main part is the value over here, this. So where the heck is value over here? Required, let's see, was it in lib? Value. No, it's not there. And foothold should go up because we're able to get in, right? We got something. It started working from here. And so it's the condition where it's reading the file from the path and the value. So these are the two term or condition that we need to look for. But where is this value coming from? That's what I'm trying to understand. And this whole code, I got the path because it's coming from the uploads. So over here we have to make changes in the upload, and the value, skip the default index.php file often used to prevent the directory listing. Okay. Oh, here, iterate through each file in the upload directory. Okay. For each file, this is a file where it is grabbing the non-dot file as a key is equal to and greater than the value. I see it. I think the value must be the file size over here. Let's see, where is the file size they have mentioned? It was over here somewhere, right? This must be the one, because it's like putting it for the 60 KB. Reject file larger than 60 KB. This must be the value. Ouch. I'm exhausted. So let's see. What it will do. It's gonna run the path and the value. I think in the file name we can do is like using the touch. We can create another file in the upload itself and make it read the value, and it's gonna perform the remove on that, right? And send the stuff into dev null. But if we do something like, we don't add the content in the file itself, but we will create a file which will have the what in the name, two commands. The first one is going to be the name, and after that we'll put the semicolon, or we can put something like what, a pipe or double and, which will initiate the other command as a file name. Let's see. So over here we know that where the value is going, where the path is going, and the value, what is going to be the value, it's going to be the file name. So if we do here, path is equal to this, path is equal to, where the heck it is, this is a path. Path is equal to this, and the value is going to be equal to the file name. File name without dot, to be exact, I guess. So first it will run the remove, then it's gonna trigger our exploit. Let's see. We can create something like this sh. We're going to make it, or like it's gonna read the file itself in the every 3 minutes, right? So we will do touch. In the touch, we're gonna do like how we do that, single quote, single quote. In this we will add id, that's going to the file name, and once the id ends, double pipe. I hope this works. Double pipe, and does this have the netcat? You must specify a host to connect. Okay, so we have the netcat over here. So we'll use the netcat, which will perform the action on 10.10. What is this? 16.3, and the port is going to be 9001 and -c, where it's gonna run /bin/bash. Okay, so using this file, we should be able to get the reverse shell on our netcat. If this doesn't work, we can try this one. Let's see, this, and before that, I'm pretty sure this is gonna work exactly. We can also try fetch, and that's double hand. Once this finish, it's gonna run this. Okay, so let's see if this works, and we paste. Okay, we didn't specify where it's gonna perform that, right? Let's clear this out. Instead of like where we are right now, pwd, so we are in the home directory. So if we do this $path, we'll just copy this, paste it here, and here, copy, paste, enter. Okay, cannot, no such file or directory. I think we have to perform the CD instead. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. So we'll do CD, copy the path, and now we will perform this, enter. Cannot touch, no such file or directory. Okay, this didn't work. Let's try this. Cannot. Okay. What about this? Again, cannot. Is it because of this? It says cannot touch ID which has this name, right? So let's try this. Okay, this worked. It was giving the problem because of this. Let's wait for the let's check less. Okay, we have the file here. Let's wait for 3 minutes and see if this works. And someone is on gate. I'll be on mute and you guys keep eye on this if it works or not. I'll be back. Okay, did we got it? Guess no. Let's see if it's still there. It is there. How much time it is? The 3 minutes is pretty damn long wait. Like, should we trigger the file by herself? 3 minutes. Should check for the files here, right? And this also doesn't contain dot. So it's gonna check for this. ls. Check it, man. Run it already. It's almost 3 minutes. How can we like form timer in the terminal? Add set time on the command in the Linux terminal. Okay. I think it's already been 3 minutes, right? So by now this file should have been vanished. This is crazy. Why didn't work? Okay, we'll let's wait few more minutes. If this works, I'll keep an eye on there, and by then we'll answer these. Okay, or we will just keep it like this, and we'll keep this in full screen and try to answer these questions. So what's the Apache version running on the target? We'll get that in the very starting. The Apache version is 2.4.6. Let's give that. Okay, so what is the relative path of the directory that contains the backup file on the server? It's slash backup. Next, after reading the source code of lib.php, we see that JPEG, GIF, JPG, and one other extension that can upload. I think it's PNG. There we go. We still haven't got the shell, but it should remove the file by now. Or do we have to run that manually? I don't know. Because that's the only part that I found sus. But not even that is not working. Okay, we tried one. Let's give another answer and we will try the other shell that we have with us. MIME type protects website uploading functions from uploading files that are not actually the declared file type. Magic bytes are used to bypass this by appending the bytes to the payload file. What are the first 8 magic byte for PNG format? Give your answer as 16 hex character. Okay, let's get the hint. Search for something like PNG magic bytes. How are we gonna search that when we don't have that on the first place? But we're not gonna search that because our RC is not working. So we will try something else instead. And that is our another shell, and it's this. It's here. Let's wait for another 3 minutes and see. Okay, why the hell I didn't check on the stream time on the first place? It's been 1 hour, so after 3 minutes, and lovely, 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 lovely. We got it, we got it, we got it. LS. Who am I? We are Gully, but who was this? Who am I? Okay, so before we was Apache. Now we are the user. Nice. So this worked. This one didn't work. I guess the next one will also work because it's using the semicolon. To test that, we can cancel this, run this again, but it's gonna trigger this itself. So let's wait again and see if we get the magic back. It's not an instant, but it takes time. It was less than 3 minutes. Or maybe the file is already running and it triggered the process in between. But the timer was already about to trigger the file. I guess it was around somewhere near. So let's wait again and see if we get the RCE back. And once we get the RCE, we will trigger this shell again to get the proper PHP. Okay, not this, not this, not this. Where's that file? Where's that? Where we did this? Let's. Okay, we got the RCE. So let's set the stable shell using this. And for some reason, I think I have to highlight this to column because this is also weird looking. Okay, but it is weird looking. Let's see if I do ls. The file is still there, and again we got the RCE. Nice. So let's put this here, enter. Okay, it didn't work. Let's go to the very beginning and over here we have these two. I will copy this and put the other one also here, which is this Python 2. So now we are getting 2. Let's try this one. And this word, ladies and gentlemen, now we are the official user. Successfully. So let's get the stable shell, and which we have already got using one of the below. Let's capture the screen. And we'll paste it here. Cause we got the RCE, man. Okay, so we have the RC. Let's check if we can get the flag. Okay, now that we have the RCE, let's get the user flag. RCE using from, I think we are there. Okay, so okay, there's the new stuff. There is a dead dot letter. Okay, let's get the user.txt first. We got the flag. Let's add it here. Along with that, we will rock you. No, we won't. Along with that, let's check one more thing now that we have the other files. We can remove this because we already have the stuff we was looking for. So now we'll start with the privilege escalation. Privilege escalation. Privilege escalation, and okay, let's read the dead letter. Cat dead dot letter, and we got something. There are many letters. Cat. Let's read the file. Newly found file. It's dead dot letter. It's HTTP paste because it contains like the request which we generally send. So this has got a pretty good amount of data here. The server has sent it the alert to check attack, where ID is this, and in the message this is a newly one which I think is performed by us. But the weird thing is it didn't remove the file. The file still exists there where it should have performed the remove action. Now that we have got the RC of the user and we successfully got the user flag, this means nothing to us, so we can forget about this, or this has to something with the privilege escalation. I'm not sure. Let's remove this, or we'll add here. We'll check if this is any useful to us in any way, else we'll just skip it. Okay, so we have the good stuff here. Let's check sudo -l. Using this one, we will be able to see like which file we can run as a user or by using sudo without actually providing the sudo password or the user password. And if okay, we have this change name.ssh, oh sorry, change name.sha, and this is the bash file. Let's also check if we can get the like user password, or there is any sort of other information that you might be able to fetch. Okay, now let's check if there is any file that we can run as sudo without providing the sudo password. So how this works, the sudo password thing, there is a file called sudo where you can include like which file you want to bypass, and you can read that file or execute that file without providing the sudo password, so it is excluded from the sudo or the super user in other way. And we got this change name.sh file which we can execute. Let's read it, but before that we also gonna check if we can read the like passwords file or the shadow file. So let's try cat /etc /shadow, and like always we can't read that file. And let me also show you like why I said that this file is excluded. So if we check, let me check where the sudo file exists. Actually, I forgot. Locate sudo. It's in, there are many files. Okay, we can directly check it in the etc/sudo. If I perform the cat, enter. Okay, we don't have the permission. Let's see if we can do it like this. Yes. So over here, the root can perform any sort of command or any sort of action. And here we can perform any sort of action by using the sudo itself. But if we add one more line, if we want to exclude any sort of file or something that we want it to run without providing the sudo password, it will do the same for that file too, or the specific endpoint. If you want to do that for the certain directory, it will do that. So you can exclude the whole directory itself, or you can exclude the whole file itself. So there are 2-3 ways to perform the sudo. So let's clear this. Now we know that. And let's see if we can cat the sudo here. Cat /etc/sudoer. No such file. It's sudoers. It's gonna take s sudoers. Yeah, we have the permission denied. We can't read that file. Let's cat this, and we got something. Uh, Copy this and paste it here. So what this has to offer? So it is reading the file, which is etc/sysconfig. Okay, let's check if this file can do what I think it is. Shit. Yes, wrong input. Exit row. Exit. Exit. Clear. Yes, we can't perform the clear. Okay, so we wanted to perform the ls-la on this file to check what permission do we have here. We will add it here itself in the starting with one space. So we have the execute permission and whoa, the read permission. But there is some other stuff going on with the proxy method, browser only, then boot proto. I don't know what this root proto is. Okay, someone is enjoying the stream. Thank you for that. So what is this actually doing? Device is equal to this. Well, let's read this first. For where in name proxy method, name proxy, what is this? Browser only, then boot proto. Is this some sort of, let's see if we can read this script, because it's like sending everything over here to append it, right? Let's cat. Okay, we got it. Let's see. So it's appending the input here in let's add this file. I think this file also has ls-la and paste it, enter. This also has a read permission. Okay, this don't have the right permission, but we don't need that, I guess. So what is this doing? It is performing some sort of action where after executing, I think we by mistake we did execute and we're just not sure what we have to do here. Okay. So it is appending the data from here, and it's going here, and it is setting device is equal to this. No boot. On boot is equal to no. It's not gonna boot. Mn control. Then name PS. Yes, it is for the process, right? It is for the process. If we perform the PS, it's gonna list the processes where it is adding stuff in the process over here. The proxy method showed I don't know what is this. Let's try to like sample with this and try to understand this file, like what is going on here actually. So let's trigger this file, or we are already there. We can just put it like this, enter. Interface name A. Okay, so we got it. User change line 18. etc sysconfig network this permission denied. Okay, let's now it's asking for the proxy method. We'll give another A. Interface browser only. A. Interface boot. Okay, it is giving the permission denied because it's trying to grab something out of it, and it is setting the EF CF G ETH 0. Now this is something new. Let's try and cat this. Okay, permission denied. We can't read this without the root. Okay. So what should we do next? Guys, you guys sit in the chat. Please help me with something at least. Okay. Now I'm going to get stuck here. I wanna finish this box today so we can enjoy our last half an hour with some gaming and do some or have some fun. Let's retry this. Okay, can't just do this. Yes, we don't have the permission. Copy paste. ls. Did it run anything? User cannot control this device. User cannot control this device. User cannot control this device. Okay. What is this interface name? And what we can put here. That's what we need to understand. Yo ho 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 ho. There is regex. Okay, let's ask the GPT what this script is actually doing. Right? That would be the faster way. So we will do this chat GPT. Summon it for me. There we have it. Let's comment this script and tell me what it's doing. By the time it's doing that, what we can do, I don't know. Just for variable in name proxy, it seems to be like it's running some sort of proxy connection. So like let's try that. If we do this over here, oh yes, we need to perform it with sudo, right? Sudo enter. Yeah, now it's working. A. So this is we are getting. I was an idiot. So it says device Glio does not seems to be present, delaying initializing. Okay, now let's try this. Sudo paste. Let's copy this on the first place. Shit. Enter. Name A. It doesn't matter to it, so we will add the interface 10.10.16.3. Enter. Okay, wrong input. Try again. ls. It took the string, but it didn't took the IP address. Browser only. We can say ls interface boot proto. Let's interface with the what's ETH0. Okay, it still says device CLI does not seems to be present. If config IP config, if config, we can't run the if config. That's another problem. Interface ID device generally device GUI does not seem to be present. Okay, let's okay, we are already done here. Let's exit from here. We'll clear and we'll try another nmap, and we can try the same stuff which we performed here. So we don't need this. Where is it? Yeah, this. Oh shit, made a mistake. We have tried different inputs but not getting entertained. Let's try giving it the RCE as an input and see if it can run that. sh. This is gonna be input. Okay, let's, for the insurance, we will keep all the inputs we have given it so far. Okay, failed tries. We will keep it like this. Now what we gonna try? Oh, let's see what we can try. Enter. I think we have the same long input still in the hand. Paste. And we'll perform enter. Interface name. Go for it. Wrong input. No problem. Okay, let's give this. Proxy method. Wrong input. A. Browser only. Wrong input. Okay, so it's not taking this too. It's not. Taking this too. The failed attempts. Now let's check one more thing. Let's see, how is it working? We did ID and I didn't took this as an input. Let's run it once more and try this /bin/bash. Right, enter. /bin/bash/bin/bash/bin/bash. Okay, didn't run that. What if I do this? Oh shit, wrong input. A/this. I think it is asking for some sort of variable. It need I think the two variables here. Let's see. Okay, so it's asking for the first. It's asking for the interface. Then it is taking the variable. It seems. Yes, it's first. It's taking the interface, then the variable. Okay, no, not like that. What is it doing? Let's see here. We have got the answer. We don't need the explanation. We want you to don't explain it. Just comment it out. We don't want any sort of explanation. And there we go. Good boy. Now let's change it with this. Now it's doing is use bin bash to privilege the environment. Write initial network configuration to the file. Right. Set the network device name. Interface will not start automatically on boot. Understood. Network manager will not manage this interface. Understandable. Define a regular expression for input validation. Then loop through the list to configure parameters. First, it's gonna prompt user for the input. Right, it is doing that. Then it's gonna read the input, which is it's doing pretty well, as we are doing this weird as shit. Yo, bro, we got the root, right? Damn, man. Okay, let's that's weird, but yes, we got the root. Let's try to understand like how we got this root. Over here, let's ask it. We got the root, but how? Okay, for this, validate input against the regex, which is this, and error message for invalid input. Reprompt for the input, read input again. So it is just performing the loop until it gets the right input. Then it will append the validated input to the network configuration file, which is this. And then it is gonna bring up the configured network interface, which is this. Okay, let's read what just happened here. It just went above my brain. Okay, we don't need the fix. Just tell me how it happened. Yeah, input injection. That much we understood, but how? That's what I understood. So the key to achieving root lies to understand how the script process input and execute the final command. So this is stuff. Here's a breakdown of how likely escalated privilege to root. Script vulnerability is the script write user provide input to this without proper sanitization. Put that shit inside. Now input injection, you provided input a string like a/bin bash repeatedly. This injected shell command into the config file, potentially causing arbitrary command to execute when this file runs. Okay, here how this scripts append your input to this in the format var is equal to value, for example this, but I'm not able to understand like when I was giving it on the first variable why it didn't run then, but when I give it here it gave me the shell. This created a configuration file with invalid or malicious entries, then execute it via this. When the script calls this, the if up utility read and process and run this. Depending on how if up process the file, the inject Come on. Okay, so we need to read this file here. Let's check what this file is doing. Now we are already root, so let's read this through how this is doing. Eh? What the hell? Why is it like this? Give me a second. It is appending to this file, right? So if we're performing cat on write file, correct? But where is this file actually running? Man, how is it like running it? Are these like actual file variable? I'm not able to understand this. What is this file actually? Let's see if we can Google it. It should be on GitHub somewhere. This one, right? So what it does is asking for the IP address, which we actually did give it, but it didn't entertain it. The net mask, the gateway, and the hardware. But over here, it's not taking that. It is taking the boot proto, browser only, proxy method, and the name. Now we don't know if this actually executed the script, this, or maybe all of these. So let's check the main file here. Or maybe this is the file. And this one. Okay, so this is write up. Is there anywhere mentioned why this worked? Yeah, this one was before one. View the content of this. Run the command. If it takes the user for these options, yes. Type for boot proto, try bash, get the root shell. So even he didn't explain it. Refer article, hack the box retired, hack the box network. I don't want this. I want to understand like how the last part worked. This checklist, Bugzilla, network manager incorrect white space management executes. Okay, so it has something to do with this. Making the bug public because it was already made public by the reporter. This, as previously said, this is not a flaw since file is network script and correctly protected by being owned by root and writable by root only. I'm closing this bug report as not a bug for the reason mentioned in the 4th, 5th and 6th comment. Just do so it is absolutely clear this is not a security issue. Writing arbitrary IFC if CFG files in a privileged action and only super user can do that. There are no privilege escalation. That's how all this sysconfig files work in pre-system MD files. Yada yada. That user now find that unexpected is a progress of a kind for Rahel 8b default to using an internal DHCP client instead of DHCP client. Getting rid of these antiquated behavior. They should be closed with not bug. Okay, let's check this, what this has to say. Let's zoom it a bit. I just found an issue on here which according to Red Hat security team is not an issue. I don't know, sound weird to me. If for whatever reason a user is able to write an IFCF whatever script. Okay, even bro don't know like what the hell is this script to network script, or it can adjust existing one, then your system is found. Secure network script like this, for example, are used to network connection, then look exactly like .ini files. However, they are sourced on Linux by network manager dispatcher.d. In my case, name is equal to attributed in these network script is not handled correctly. If you have if you have white black space in the name and the system tries to execute the part after the white black space, which means everything after the first blank space is executed as root. Okay, so that's the same thing we just did. Because of that we got the access. Now give me the reason why it happened. For example, okay, this is an example and we did the same. Yes, any script in that folder is executed by root. Bro, give me the reason. I don't really get why you want to do it like this. It's just, yes, it is weird. So if a user managed to get his hands on any of these files, your box is gone. Protect them with your life. Okay, so bro is trying to make a scene here, but yeah, it is hard to find these kind of vulnerabilities. Let's see what other document has to say. There's a full disclosure file. Where the heck is full disclosure? Web archive. Our latest post. Cross-site scripting in Omara identity. SEC consult vulnerability lab via full disclosure. November 27. They are good too. So what we have understood is as long as we can add stuff after this, we'll be able to execute any sort of command. It doesn't matter like what command it is. So because of that, we got the root. So let's cat and root dot txt, enter. Okay, it's not here. Less, because we are sitting somewhere in the network file scripts. So let's cat slash root dot txt, enter, and we got the root. Even ChatGPT wasn't able to answer that, like why it worked like that. That's a weird behavior. And we're gonna do this sudo. Let's copy this. Okay, so there is a vulnerability in the network file, but as per the developer, wait, I think we also got the RC above, right? Who am I? Oh shit. Who am I? No, okay. Okay. So this one came from the previous connection. So it's still running the previous file, so it can connect with our RC connection. Okay, so it's still pinging out of nowhere. Let's open the stuff back. Back over here. So this is what we have got. It's from the Red Hat. How should I put it? Let's go for it like this. It's not a bash, so let's keep it like this. So we are in, and another box has been pawned. We've also understood like why it worked. Not bad, not bad. There is something crazy going on. But we understood. Bro made the finding. He wanted to acknowledge, and here we are. So we will couple this up and remove till here. We cat root dot whatever. So it's not taking this like this. Let's try. Giving it as an argument, and with that it worked. So let's settle with this. Sudo whatever. We'll remove this. Let's try with netcat shell again if it works. And we can remove this. And in the end we got the root, and okay, let's this cat slash etc slash sudow shadow, and with this we got the shadow file 2, and we'll add it here. Remove the unnecessary users. We can try crack these, but it would be hard, so we're not gonna do that. It's not gonna clear, so we'll just exit it from here, and it's not letting us do that, so we'll just close it there. And we have found another box. In this, what we have understood, let's go through with the notes. So first we scanned for the nmap and we found the 2 ports open, which is 80 and 22. I don't know why it scanned for this, but this is a closed port. After that we got a blank page where we try to start looking for the other endpoints which are not there. So we use a FUF, and we found that there are other endpoints which are related to the file upload, and there is a one that can display the stuff, and there is a one which is a backup, and it contains the source code, which is a static source code, and we can read that and try to understand like what and how the application is working. After that, when we checked all the endpoints, we found that upload.php is doing what and photos.php doing what. Where it was on photos.php, it is displaying the images, and upload.php, it is taking the file for input, and backup, where we got the static code to read. And then over here we pulled the stuff out and read the photos.php, which was just displaying the gallery image uploaded by the user. And after that we checked for the upload.php, which was handling the image upload functionality. There wasn't much into that, and the main file is this lib.php, which provides helper function used by the other 2 files or maybe 3 files. If you see after getting the access of the server, it was also able to perform, or like it was also getting called in other file too. So after that we understood like what we are doing. There was some gaps into the file validation, and we was able to bypass that. For example, it is taking the like input, but it is not checking if it user is providing the double extension or not. It's not checking the like what sort of data it is sending. It's just checking the MIME type and stuff. If the file size match, it's good with that. So sorry, it wasn't checking the MIME type. If you see the security feature restrict upload to well file limit, which it is checking and approved MIME type with an extensions. reject file larger than the 60 KB, and it is sanitizing the uniquely name, so it is just changing the file name out of it. After that, in the lift function, it is validating the MIME type extension and checks, and same validating the file names and validating the IP. And this is how it came together. I'll just pause it here so you can read. So if you're watching this stream after the stream ends, you're all in. Read as much as you want. So after that, we found that there is a code that is sorry, not a code, but there's a vulnerability in the file upload itself. So we created a file where we added in the in the comment we added the RCE, which is a PHP payload in the file itself. And when we uploaded it and tried to refresh the photos.php page again, and with that we got the reverse shell. I think the first one didn't work, so we again tried it. Okay, so in the first one we didn't try it with the double extension. It was with the single extension, and it didn't work on the first place. So then we tried it with the double extension. It is not showing here, but you can see there's a php.png over here in the second line. Check the first image where the file upload refresh gallery one. In the second one, you will see I have moved the file from the divine bcam logo.png to with the same name, but this time we added the php.png. So we gave a double extension and try to upload the same file again. And this time it executed the first extension. It didn't check for the second one, and with that we got the RCE. Then we also try to once we got the RC, we try to get the stable shell. This system don't have the Python 3 running on it, so we have the Python 2 running on it. So we used this Python 2 shell, and we was able to get the stable shell. And in that we found that there is two other files, which is a check attack.php and crontab.gully, where this check attack.php was doing it is sending the email to the user, which is a GUI, if there is any file that it found the malicious, and there's some regex check. If that regex check fails, it's gonna send an email to the user GUI, and he or she gonna check if the security alert that she got is legit, and it is storing that whole content into the temp attack.log file, where it is keeping all the logs of which file it is, and what's the name of the file, and what was the IP of that file. So while keeping that, we found that it is also executing some remove command over here. So what we simply did was we created a file. If you see over here the check, it is performing the check over here. This is a path where the file is getting upload over here. If you see, there is a upload path, and it is declared for this. And the next one is value. What is the file value it is checking, and performing the remove action on it. So when the regex value didn't match with that, it's gonna perform this action and try to remove that file, or like try to execute that file. So when we checked this, as it is, as you can see, delete the suspicious file asynchronously using no hub to prevent blocking. So with that, we see we also found in the crontab.gully file that this file is executing after every 3 minutes. Not after, but executing every 3 minutes. So that's how it was working. So we found that it is working like that. So we created a file with the malicious name, and we also got the user, but it wasn't any helpful. So over here, if you see, we see that it has some other permission. Let's check what level of permission our user have for given files. So once we check, we can see that there are files which it can run, and there is read and execute permission, but we don't have the right permission in anywhere other than the root user. Other can't read the file, but they can execute the file. So we like exploited that, where we use this in its offense by creating the file with the name of ID, and we put it the netcat command in that. Netcat is present on the machine. So this gave us the reverse connection on the system, and if you use this one too, it will also give, because it is like ending the first command, which is ID, and then it's gonna start the second command. So it is working in the same way as this AND operator one is working. So after that, as you can see, we ran the command, or we didn't run the command, and you can see there's ID and netcat, the whole, we say, whole command of the netcat, and you just need to start netcat on your local network, and it will give you the reverse connection on your system. So after you got the access, you will see that you can now read the stuff of the user GUI, and because you are the GUI user now, so you can read the stuff of that user. With that, we got our first flag, which is a user.txt. So now once we got our privilege escalated, we also check like what is this dead letter, and it was containing some messages or the emails that it found malicious, and it sent to the user. So it was able to send all of that. After that, we try to read, like if we found anything useful, then we'll check it back again, but we can skip it. But after checking around, we found that the sudo user can perform an action on the file, or we say just by using the sudo, we can use this file. We don't have to provide the user password, cause this file has been added into the sudo as a sudo, where you can run this file as normal user by setting in the starting sudo. So you don't have to provide the sudo password on that. If you want more knowledge on the sudo, write in the comment. I'll create a separate video on the sudo, how that file works, what sort of action you can perform with that file, etc, etc. So if you want it, drop it into the chat sudo, and we'll create it. With that, I also need 10 likes on this video, and you'll get a separate video on the sudos. Or you can check someone else's channel too. But if you want me to specifically create, then you have the condition, fulfill it, I'll be there, and you'll get your video. And after that we try to run this file, and we got this change name file, and we try to read it, and we found that it is running some sort of action, and it is sending the data into this file, which is if cfg gully, and it is a network script, where after reading this we found it is like just adding the variables like interface. It is setting variable for the name, proxy method, browser only, and the boot proto. So after giving all these inputs, it is completing the file and sending the data or appending the data into this file. So once that file is getting appended, it is it will look like something look like this, and it's gonna replace our content, and you can see it is running the process and setting it to the temp foo. So we did perform action kind of similar one, because it is setting the ps over here, but I missed this, and because of that I made like quite many errors here. If you can see, I was trying with the single variable, then I try the command ls, then I even try the if config, if that single can work, it didn't work. Then I try the id also, it didn't work. Then I also tried to perform the netcat, but that also didn't work. So after putting some time around, I thought let's provide it the two arguments, and I did the same. You see over here I have initiated the a slash bin slash bash, and it accepted that, and I like give this as an input for all the four variables, or the four position it was asking for: the name, proxy method, browser only, and boot proto. When we give all of these, you see all the information got replaced, and with that we became the root user. And after becoming the root user, we perform the cat on this, and you can see it has opted all the variable as the input that we have provided. This is the second argument, and this is the first argument. So the first argument is not executing, but the second argument is getting executed, because it is taking it as a command. So this is where it acknowledged, and we became the root. And after becoming the root, we was also okay, we don't need this information twice. So after that we perform the cat root slash root, and we got the root flag. And after that I tried to look around and to get the justification why this worked for us. And we found that there is a Victor, a brother, who like found this in 15th April in 2019. And over here if you read, it says that just found the issue in the Red Hat CentOS, where there's a security team is not accepting it as an issue, because it is not an issue as per the security team. It's a like script for the feature, but of course it will only be run by the high-end user or the super user. Normal user won't be able to run that, but he was able to perform some action and he reported it. And this is his justification why it should be removed, or like what sort of action should be taken. So after reading that, we understood like we can execute the second argument, and it will note the blank space over here. So it is able to run the second argument, and any script in the folder is executed by root, because of the sourcing technique. So it is sourcing the data and it is running that. And bro is saying me as a developer, I don't really get why you want to do it like this. It's just, yet it is weird, but everyone has their own reason and everyone want to make the quick work, so they just create some stuff for the personal use, but if others like it, they make it public. So it's not always the me stuff, right? So you guys can also read this. Just pause the video and give it a read. You will understand like what's going on here. So after that, we got the root, and here we are. We have finished the box. Let's put it here, and let's provide the user password first, and then the root password. With this, our machine is finished, and we have pawned the another box. Let's close this, submit. This was easy. Yeah, it was easy. It wasn't very easy or piece of cake. This was very easy because we found it by chance. It wasn't intentionally, but we found it by chance, so either way it worked. So let's see what other people has given it. It is medium, but it is pretty easy though. So we have everything here. Let's see what is the name of the script that Gully can run as root without a password. Okay, the script name is not this. Change name. This one. Yes. Brother is asking for the hex, but for this I have to perform all the action again. So I don't want to do that because I wasn't using the guided mode on the first place. I was just going with the adventure mode. Let's give it real life application, right? Nowadays you won't find this as a real threat, but yes, it's a 50-50. You might be able to find some places. This is, yes, pretty much it is a common vulnerability. It can be found, but yeah, it's still 50-50. Enumeration was pretty good. If you start looking around, you will get your answer by just searching. So yes, this box was 50-50 and pretty good. I don't need to submit any review for this. And with this, we have pawned and finished another box. So let's stop this and pull it here. Go to the starting. Okay, I'll add this stuff later. Now tell me, should I start another box or should we play a game for a bit? Or I think we should leave. Now it's already 2.5 hours since we have started. Or if you have any question, you can put that into chat. I'll try my best to answer those. It seems no one is watching. Okay, no problem. this happens. But yeah, if someone will ever watch and come across this channel, don't forget to subscribe, like the video. And if you found this a bit fun or understanding, or you want to question anything, and if you want to participate, feel free to drop it in the chat. We can have fun together sometime. As no one is here, so see you guys in another video. Till then, bye bye. Enjoy your time. Have a great rest of your day. Bye bye. Bye bye, the only one. See you tomorrow. Bye.